Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, Army's drone revolution targets infantry warfare. Aero India 2025 held in Bangalore has solidified India's trajectory toward redefining modern warfare, with the Indian Army unveiling a suite of cutting-edge unmanned aerial vehicles designed to target individual soldiers. This strategic pivot, showcased prominently at the air show, signals a game-changing shift for infantry combat, particularly in the context of a potential conflict with Pakistan, which continues to prioritize larger, less agile UAV platforms. The innovation on display underscore India's intent to dominate the tactical battlefield, leveraging precision, autonomy, and swarm technology to neutralize threats at the soldier level. Pakistan's UAV arsenal, bolstered by Chinese and Turkish collaboration, leans heavily on medium-altitude, long-endurance systems like the Wing Lung 2 CH-4 Bayraktar TB2 platforms, optimized for surveillance, precision strike on fixed targets, and broader operational scopes. Next, unveiling Chaser loitering munition. Hyderabad-based VEM Technologies turned heads at Aero India 2025 with the debut of its Chaser loitering munition, designed for intelligence, surveillance, tracking, attack, and reconnaissance missions. The Chaser combines advanced sensors, precision strike capabilities, and enhanced maneuverability into a single platform. Showcased as a versatile solution for modern warfare, this indigenous system reflects VEM's growing stature in India's defense ecosystem and its alignment with the Atmanirbhar Bharat. The Chaser displayed is a sleek canister launcher setup, promises to survey, detect, recognize, acquire, and strike a wide range of high-value targets, static or mobile, with minimal collateral damage. With export inquiries already trickling in, VEM Technologies is positioning the Chaser as a global contender in the rapidly expanding loitering munition market. Next, Pakistani media claims access to secret IAF report. In a bizarre and eyebrow-raising twist, Pakistani media outlet 24 News HD anchor Milan Tahir has claimed to have obtained a secret report submitted by the IAF to India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. The alleged document, prepared by the Empowered Committee for Capability Enhancement of the IAF, chaired by the Defence Secretary and comprising high-ranking officials like the Vice Chief of Air Staff, Secretary Defence Production, Secretary of the Department of Defence R&D, Chairman DRDO, DG Acquisition, and Deputy Chief of the Air Staff as member secretary, has not been made public in India. Yet, Tahir boldly asserted that the classified report exposes critical vulnerabilities in the IAF, including an alleged admission of its inability to counter Pakistan due to a depleted aircraft inventory. Next, India's first overseas facility boosting Zorawar tank project. In a landmark move for India's defense manufacturing ecosystem, Belgium-based John Cockerell Defense, the world's top turret-making company, has signed a joint venture with Indian firm Electro Pneumatics and Hydraulics India Private Limited to produce turrets for light tanks. This marks the first time the company will establish a manufacturing facility outside Belgium, with the new plant set up to be located in Chakan, Pune. The 60-40 joint venture has been chosen by the DRDO and Larsen & Toubro to supply turrets for India's Project Zorawar light tank program. The collaboration is poised to bolster India's indigenous defense capabilities, aligning with the Make in India initiative. Next, Su-30 MKI versus Su-57 Phalan. The Sukhoi Su-30 MKI Flanker and Su-57 Phalan, two of Russia's most prominent fighter jets, offer a revealing side-by-side comparison that underscores both the lineage and limitation of modern Russian aerospace engineering. While the Su-57, Russia's first fifth-generation stealth fighter, draws clear design inspiration from the Su-30 MKI, a 4.5 generation multi-role platform tailored for India, it also exposes a deep narrative. The Russian Aircraft Design Bureau apparent inability or unwillingness to break free from the foundational Su-27 architecture of the 1970s. The Su-57's lineage from the Su-30 MKI is unmistakable. Both aircraft share a canard delta wing configuration, a legacy of the Su-27's focus on agility. Though the Su-57's canards are smaller and integrated into its stealth profile. The Phalan's thrust vectoring nozzles, a defining trait of the Su-30 MKI, enhance post-stall maneuverability, a feature prized by Russian designers since the 1980s, but less emphasized in Western stealth fighters like the F-22, which prioritize low observability over aerobatics. Next, anti-UAV jammer to disrupt drone threats. India's Defence Research and Development Organization, through its Hyderabad-based Defence Research and Development Laboratory, has unveiled the Jammer anti-UAV system, a sophisticated counter-drone technology designed to neutralize unmanned aerial vehicles by targeting their command and control, the navigation links. Capable of spoofing UAV signals to force a crash landing or compel a return to base, the JAU integrates robust electronic support measures and electronic countermeasures capabilities. The JAU system is engineered to intercept and disrupt the two lifelines of UAV operation, the C2 link, which connects the drone to its operator, and the navigation link, typically reliant on global navigation satellite system like GPS or GLONASS and AWS. By developing ESM, the JAU detects and identifies UAV signals across a wide frequency spectrum. Next, Surya Kiran Aerobatic Team to celebrate 88th anniversary of Royal Thai Air Force. The Surya Kiran Aerobatic Team, SCAT, SKAT is the short form of it, of the Indian Air Force, has touched down at Wing 6 of the Royal Thai Air Force, bringing with them a fleet of 12 Hawk Mk-132 aircraft. Renowned globally for their breathtaking 9-aircraft formation, the team is set to perform public displays on March 7th and 8th as part of the celebrations marking the 88th anniversary of the Royal Thai Air Force. As SCAT prepares to paint the Bangkok sky with the vibrant hues of the Indian tricolor, this event promises not only a visual spectacle but also a reinforcement of the deep ties between India and Thailand. Next, unveiling new engineering development and test center in Bangalore. Collins Aerospace, specializing in advanced structures, avionics, interiors, mission systems, and power and control systems, inaugurated its new engineering development and test center on Wednesday at the company's North Gate campus in Yelahanka, Bengaluru. The new facility streamlines product development, testing, and certification of components locally, accelerating the introduction of aerospace technologies to the market, company officials said. Thank you.